Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and this is a little news item about security and a new, well, not necessarily brand new, but a way that is getting very popular to basically try to steal money from you and scam people. The famous QR codes. For those that don't know what that is, and maybe you've seen these weird squares with all of the white, black and white little squares in them, and wondered what they are all about. QR codes are a way of sending you to a link to a page. Some restaurants use them because it brings you to the web page with the menu of the restaurant. It could bring you to a link of anything. A restaurant can also have that for, a survey, all sorts of things. Basically, what they do is simply send you to a specific page. Now, more and more are used to scam people out of money. And how do you know if it's a good or bad QR code? Well, it all has to do with what the QR code is going to, where it's going to bring you, and if it actually wants you to install an app or not. So be very careful with QR codes. There's still a lot of venues. I have had concert tickets recently that actually were with a QR code. And, this is something that is still used a lot. So how to know if it's a fake or a good one? Well, first of all, where did you get the QR code? Second is, does the QR code simply bring you to a website and that's it? No personal information is asked. No passwords, no nothing for, the purpose of trying to get into a bank or something. It probably is fine. But in general, it's the same security as any links and emails and so on. It's all in the question of not giving any personal information. If you're not giving personal information, it's just showing you some page, a menu, and so on, it's probably fine. Where it is probably the most dangerous, and this unfortunately is something that is very frequent, is that it will ask you to download an app. And so you might have your tablet or your smartphone, and you might be wondering why, that you go to a restaurant or you go to a venue and they have that QR code and say, oh, download our app. Now, the problem is bad guys will often use these popular places to put a QR code. So you don't really, have any problem. You kind of trust it because you got the QR code inside maybe a popular chain of restaurants, or it could be, at a concert. But the problem is knowing if that QR code that was put somewhere is genuine from the business you're in or not. So they try to lure you into downloading apps that might actually resemble an app for a restaurant or for a business you're going to. And from there, it can steal money, especially if you do online banking a lot with your smartphones. So be very, very careful of any QR code that download apps. Most of the time, it's better to avoid. And if you do want to have an app for a specific chain, say McDonald's, why don't you just search for the McDonald's app in the App Store directly, rather than using a QR code to bring you there? So scammers are active with this. There was a story about a Singapore woman that actually downloaded an app from a restaurant where she got a bubble tea, and the survey, it's actually the QR code said there was a survey and you had a chance to win a bubble tea for free. So she downloaded the app, answered the survey, and the app was actually a scam. The app itself stole money from her bank's accounts while she was sleeping. So it gives you an idea of how dangerous these could be. We got to be very, very careful and, try to avoid to scan any QR codes that you don't know where they are, and especially if they're just random on, a fence or, somewhere outside, or even, outside of a business. Be very, very careful. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.